Good morning, Kevin here, and where am I today? Well, let me just show you. I am in East Meon. And guess what? Look at the weather. I mean, look at the clouds. It's beginning to rain, and I thought I'd come out today all on my own to make a video around East Meon. But as I got out of my car, I found these two. Look who's back. It's Steve. We had to reintroduce ourselves to him because he forgot who we were, because he's not been able to get into our videos recently because he's been having a good time, and I don't blame him. You did say having a good time?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, and that's what he told me to say. He was having a good time. So we've been planning this walk for a while, and for some reasons, I can't remember what it was, we've not been able to get here. But the day we come, it's wet, it's horrible. So we don't know how far we're going to get. They forecast showers. We had a heavy shower a little bit earlier, but we're here and we're going to give it a go. So
We're going to get run over.
we're going to get run over. The car just started off. So we've got to head out this way into the village along this little lane. Just to our side of us, we've got some East Meon Sports Pavilion, which is just there. So we're going to head along here. We know there's some beautiful old buildings along here, or in this village, so we're going to see what we can find. As I mentioned just now about lovely cottages and houses, just look at this here, look. Fantastic thatched house with this rather lovely hedge that's been shaped around to create an arch going in through the gate to the front door. And there is another cottage there next to it, or house, with a thatched roof, and these are Q's cottages. Here's the name, just there, Q's. Let me just show you through there. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Flint walls and brick arches to the windows and frames. Very pretty. This is another old house in East Meon. This lovely timber frame building here, which is rather lovely. And we got this one here, which this is all part of it's been rebuilt possibly, or added on. But you've got brick base, and then first floor you've got the timber frame part, which is all flints in between all the beams, which is rather interesting. And just here on this wall, it's called Workhouse Lane. So I'm just going to have a quick look up here. Steve's up here looking at a cottage, which is just, well, this is Chapel Street, so that's suggesting there used to be a chapel. Yeah, it could be up here somewhere. Oh, and this cottage here is actually called Flint Cottage. Beautifully done. Well, we've now come to a crossroads, and we're on a junction of Church Street, and we've got, unfortunately, a nice roof being replaced over there. And this tells you on this signboard here where we're going. So we're going to head through this way. Along to my left hand side we've got the War Memorial, which is just there, and there's the stream or the river that runs through, and we're going to head up along this way. And East Meon is a village in East Hampshire, and is 4.4 miles west of Petersfield. And as we walk along, we've got all these lovely old buildings right alongside the road, and this one's called Old Bell Cottage. Let me just cross over the road to give you a better idea of what it looks like, which is just there. And that's the direction of where we've come from. We'll have a look at the river in a little while on the way back down. The village is located in the Meon Valley, on the headwaters of the River Meon. So we're just coming up through here. There are one or two properties of note. I've got to get out of the way, I'm going to get run over. And that is one across the road there, although there is a name board on it, I can't see it from here. Glenthorne, I think. Yeah, but Steve has tried to find out the history of some of these buildings, but hasn't been able to actually find anything, which is a bit of a shame. So here we've got a timber framed thatched cottage just here, and that's the white cottage. We come up this way and got Temple Lane to my right hand side. Just on the opposite side of the road we've got a public house or a free house called Isaac Walton, and we've got a telephone box just there. And we cross back over the road so I can get onto the pavement, and we've got like a little village green just here, which is lovely. Just over here we've got a flint built cottage called Fern Cottage. So we're just going to carry on up through the village a little ways. The parish has an area of, I think, 11,300 and something feet, acres I should say. And boundaries of the present parish of East Meon date back to 1894, and just here we've got the lovely, you know, beautiful old-fashioned names. Wheelwright Cottage just there. And we've got these lovely thatched cottages across the road again, and that one there, the creamy coloured one, the timber frame one, is called Forge Sound. Beautiful old cottages. About a mile to the west rises a prominent hill of Henwood Down, and the South Downs way passes over the southern spur of the hill. There are, I believe, Bronze Age burial barrows within the parish of East Meon, which date back roughly to around 2000 BC. These trees were planted to commemorate the crowning on the 2nd of June 1953 of Queen Elizabeth II. But we're not sure which trees they're talking about. Whether it be that one, or this ash tree, or that one down there. Certainly not. It must be this one. Well, I'm stood over the bridge of the river now, and that's the river going down through that way, back towards the crossroads. But I'm going to now walk up past the Isaac Walton pub. But what I wanted to do was just give you a view and a shot up through here towards those lovely cottages up there, and that's the way I'm going to head. Walk up through here past these cottages. They're all thatched cottages. Unfortunately, one of them's got scaffolding on. And just look at this, isn't that beautiful? Almost idyllic. Beautiful flowers all the way along the side of this river. We're going past Hockley Cottage, and we've got these lovely cottages just here called Brook Cottages, but we can't go any further that way. Rather lovely roses and white foxgloves, and just here we got these poppies just here, which are rather nice. So I'm just going to head up round here now. So have a look, see what's up round here. Look at this, this is right on the edge of the thatch. Lovely little cottage garden. Now there is also an Iron Age fort situated just outside the parish boundaries on Winchester Hill, constructed constructed approximately 500 years before the Romans invaded Britain. There's also evidence of a Roman occupation in and around the village. Well, so we come to this bit of a junction here. I don't know which way we've got to go. Round this way, I presume. Steve and Cynthia are ahead of me somewhere. East Meon may have started life somewhere between, I believe it was 400 and 600 AD. I think I'm heading in the wrong direction. I can see Steve over there, but I can't find Cynthia. Let me just turn around and go back. It was part of a royal manor belonging first to King Alfred the Great, who left it in his will to his youngest son. There is a kissing gate just here, and I'm assuming Steve and Cynthia went through there. So let me just go. Oh yeah, I can see where they've gone now. So I open the gate. Oh, bit of a tight squeeze with my rucksack on. But just here you can see there's a rather old public footpath sign. So we're going to head round this way. Oh gosh, we're at the boundary of a rather grand place. Just there. I don't know whether we can get into that at some point. Oh, there's Cynthia. She's coming down there. Steve's gone up this way. The Domesday Book of 1086 shows that the manor then belonged to William the Conqueror, and it records 6 mills and land for 64 ploughs. Oh, and just here Steve's looking at a small vineyard. There is a courthouse opposite the church, and with a medieval hall dating from the late 15th century. So that could be that building there, which I can't get a very good shot at or of because of the tennis court. Let me just have a wander around here just to see if I can get a better view of it, because it is opposite the church. If I walk round here and I raise my camera up, we might be able to get a better view of it. So let's just give this a go. Excuse the wobbly camera, but there we go. And we've got a very large flint wall built all the way round, as you can see just here. A gateway through from between the wall and here. This is the wall that goes all the way round. But we've got some very black clouds, and that's the steeple of the church which we want to try and get into at some point.
Oh, there he is, standing on top.
Oh yeah. Well, we're just heading down this little lane now, and heading towards which was the old courthouse just here. Right next door, we've got this lovely old thatched cottage again. That's a gateway into the building there. Just over the other side of the road, we've got Hyde Cottage by the looks of it. Let me see if I can raise this up a bit, just to try and give you a better idea. So that's Hyde Cottage, and as you can see, we're by the church now, and we want to try and get in there if we can before the rain hits, because there's some very black clouds coming over. So we're passing this little place here, Courthouse Cottage, this one, and then just at the back we've got the old courthouse, originally home to a number of monks who played host to the bishop when he visited East Meon. So we're heading down this little lane, continuing down here. It is a very busy little lane. And East Meon played its part in the English Civil War of the 1640s. The parliamentarians camped near the village, I believe, before the Battle of Cheriton in 1644. And it is said that they stole the lead lining from the font to make their bullets. The battle turned out to be a turning point in the war. So we got these more, the wall continues all the way around the old courthouse. And we've got, can someone please tell me what that is that's growing over the end of the wall there?
Wisteria.
Oh, there's a wisteria, thank you.
You've got in your garden.
Yes, exactly. So we're almost at the gateway to the church. It's rather lovely, all this. And this is Church Cottage, East Meon. And this is the view through to the downs, through the back there, looking over top of the village. During the Second World War, Hitler's Luftwaffe dropped 38 high explosive bombs and an estimated 3,500 incendiary bombs into the parish. The only loss of life, however, was a pig. I'm going to get run over. I'm careful, I'm first standing on this very narrow little footpath. We are now in Church Street, so we've never... Oh, this is going down to the vicarage down through there. Lovely trees. So we're now almost done a full circumference of the village. These beautiful flowers in the garden here. Lovely. Again, it's a flint built house with some sort of a coat of arms above the porch going into the front door. Beautiful little garden. Here we go, look at these, look. Is that lovely? To the honour of God in the memory of George Forbes, Esquire of Burley, by his widow. So that's two houses or cottages there. The coat of arms there. Across the road we've got these lovely little cottages. I would suggest possibly almshouses, Steve?
Yeah, we're wondering whether these are as well, but they certainly are.
Yeah, they are, yeah. And then we head up this way to Ye Old George Inn. And then we get here to this bit here, which is this rather lovely sort of village centrepiece, I would guess. I don't know what you call it. It's 1857 up there, and there's a plaque on the wall. Oh, it's the site of the village well. This wellhead was built in 1857. The well was used until 1909, when the water was piped to the village by Lord Hotham, 6th Baron. Date of the original well is unknown. So this is the site of the original well. And 1857 on the stone. We are back where we started from. So we've done a nice walk around the village. Shame the weather's not been better. We've had a cup of coffee in the Isaac Walton Public House. It's on the signpost just there. And yeah, so we've had a lovely time walking around. Refreshment time for us, I think.
Absolutely.
What are we going to have?
Bottle of
Now they're suggesting that we have a bottle of rosé. I'm not saying a word. I'll stick to coffee. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, this will be Kevin, Steve and Cynthia saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, bye-bye, bye. Hello, this is Kevin. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, follow, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that would be great. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Bye.